We've got wallpaper that can be taken down, carpeting that can be taken up.
While Father Andrew is happy with the bargain, he admits the house needs a lot of work.
We knew that it was an old house and that it would need a lot of renovation. But I think we thought that if the Lord was giving us this property for $10,000 and He was helping us to raise money, then money would come in from other sources. It would have to be raised in the community, and that it was an interesting project, and we felt that there would surely be people from the community that would be willing to come forward and help.
This is my brand new day starting now. I let go the things that weigh me down and rob me of the beauty that's to be found and life all around. And this is my prayer without ceasing, the negative releasing. And as I rise above, my burden is easy. I bring the pure flow like water around. The rocks of life won't pull me down. I bring the pure flow, drink so deep.
We're here at the house and we're doing some work today.
Father Andrew knew just who to call for volunteers. His friend, Tim White. White is a program director at the Huntington Housing Authority and brought about 25 people to the house to help with the renovation work.
Many of the kids that we work with are coming from a single-parent family, high-risk high school dropouts, kids off the streets, kids that may have a drug background, kids that are in the juvenile court system. The goal was to help give them the skills and the confidence they need to better their future. And here we have an opportunity to take a 3-bedroom unit and literally turn it into a place where kids can come and gather, not to do drugs, not to be involved in violence, but coming to get help, to get support, and set them toward reaching their ultimate goals.
Many of the volunteers are the same age as the teenagers who were killed. Volunteer Andrea Robertson knew 2 of the victims.
I did know of Megan and I knew Dante, and it's weird to actually be here, but just can't let things like that get forgotten.
It's going to be a memorial to them and help other people.
The families of the murder victims are pleased that the church is cleaning up the house and giving it a better image. They recently met at the house to sit down and share their feelings. Some hadn't spoken on camera in over a year. Some of them had never publicly talked, like Dante's grandmother, Dorothy Jackson.
He was better than he was bad.
To her, this house has special meaning.
It feels good because I was sitting back right here on this couch one Mother's Day that he cooked me dinner and told me to sit down and that he was going to fix dinner and do for me. And he did.
Just like Dorothy said, you know, when you feel like that you need to have that extra closeness, that you can come here. And that's a beautiful thing.
We got nice red carpeting here.
Father Andrew says there are a few neighbors who were skeptical when the church first bought the house.
There was initially some questions about, well, aren't you glorifying those kids? No, we're not really glorifying them. We're remembering them so that similar things won't happen again. The fact that 4 kids were shot on this property means that something was wrong in our community. People are always talking about, oh, ain't it terrible, ain't it awful? Somebody should do something about that. Well, here's an opportunity. Let's do something about it.
People have started to show their support by volunteering their services and giving donations. Former Marshall football star Randy Moss also wrote a check for the cause. Mark Killen works for the Huntington Housing Authority.
We hear so many negative things in Huntington about drugs and fights and all sorts of the stuff we never really want to talk about that happen right in our neighborhood here, that I think it's a wonderful expression of people's faith in God as a mission outpost right here in this community.
It's proven that if enough people say they care, that we can make a difference.
Creta Billups of Huntington says her grandson's drug abuse drove her to volunteer with the renovation work.
I'm hoping that it will draw the attention of the community and that it will be like a magnet to draw people and then say, hey, we can make a difference. We can, if we all come together and we show by this project that we want to make a difference. We can.
The house has been named Hope House, with the theme turning tragedy into triumph.
A house or a rental sitting empty with that stigma attached to it is bad for your neighborhood. That being said, making it a place where you can have prayer and teenagers and kids and people of all ages can meet and discuss things and still have it be a memorial to the people who passed away is awesome.
I will build for all time a house of memories, just you and I. There you'll find rooms inside, fill out the joy.
For Outlook, I'm Kristin Murdock in Huntington.